yeah, I feel like I should really just keep around all the previous cuts I do for these videos. Each time I do it, it's probably like 3 or 4 cuts, because I don't really prepare, I just kind of do it, and I end up fucking it up invariably. And it's probably really entertaining just to see me going, anyway, let's get right into it. Poopin' Fartin' asks, why does Orlando Bloom both whisper and shout when he talks? I have no idea. I guess he's, doing that kind of thing. I've actually, fun fact, never seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean films. And that's, I think, the only thing I know that he's in for sure. He might be in the Lord of the Rings films. Also movies I've never seen. 2 trilogies that any self-respecting nerd should probably have seen. I have not. I don't plan on it. Whatever. He's going wreck fishing on Monday. Should he start with a Dexter wedge or a speed jig? I'm going to go with anything with Dexter in the name, just because, Dexter's awesome. Fenris, he demands an episode only spoken as William Shatner, one only spoken as Sam Jackson, and a third where I talk as a narcoleptic deaf person. Well, no. The first episode with William Shatner wouldn't be as entertaining as you think. I would just end up doing the same impression everyone does, which is where they don't actually do his voice. They just put random pauses between words and tilt the head around dramatically. And just, do you really want a whole video of that? It's even annoying when Bill does it. Why do you want me to do it? I have no idea. Sam Jackson shouting motherfucker a bunch is really the best I got. I'm not really so good with the, I could do silly Russian accents if you want me to keep doing heavy weapons guy. I'll do that for you if you want. And the third is a narcoleptic deaf person. You're just being silly now. VoxCon has 7 questions, which we'll try to bang through. First one: what is the best relationship you have been in? Really, the only serious relationship I've ever been in was with a short Canadian who broke up with me due to creative differences. It was a great relationship while it lasted. It lasted a long, long time. If I had my druthers, it would probably still be going, but, these things happen. C'est la vie. Name and describe the proudest moment of your life, or one of the proudest moments, I think he says. I don't really dig on pride too much. I'm kind of a self-deprecating humor kind of guy, but if I had to choose, when I was in high school, I did a lot of theater, which I know, theater, but it was actually a lot of fun, and there's really an overwhelming sense of accomplishment and pride when you get that many people together. There were like 70, 80 students in the drama club. Getting them all together and producing a show which was entirely done by the students was a pretty cool feeling. And I'd probably choose that. He says, name 5 goals you'd realistically like to achieve 2 years from now. Within 2 years, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to get to all 5. Let's just give it a shot. The first one is, as I mentioned before, I'm in school for education. I'd obviously like to get my my certification and my diploma, and step 2 is obviously getting a job. A full-time position would be fantastic, so I could start paying off some loans, because I'm going to be in some serious fucking debt. It's going to be really ugly. Counter to that, I'd like to also get a car. I have a car now. It's a piece of shit. That's actually your next question. What kind of car do I currently drive? I drive a 2002 Volkswagen Jetta. It's green. It's kind of falling apart. It's a total piece of crap, and I really need a new ride. And if I had to pick a 5th goal, probably to get back into a serious relationship. Nothing, I'm not rushing into it, but I'd like to have that part of my life come back. Unfortunately, not having money and being in school where all your time is going to classes makes it a little tough, but we'll make it happen. All 5 things are going to happen, baby. We already answered what kind of car I drive. Is there a specific subject I want to teach in? Yes, I'm getting my degree in English literature, which is what my undergrad is. I'm going to teach English, hopefully, to 11th and 12th grade students. My degree will allow me to teach anyone from 7th to 12th grade. After that, I might actually pursue further education to let me teach in like community college, or I might even end up at some point going for my doctorate so I could teach in a university or something. Probably not, but definitely teaching in like a community college or night school, that might be on the agenda. He says, how fast can you run backwards? Bro, Honestly, I can't even run forwards that fast. I don't know. I don't run forwards ever. I mean, if there was a lion chasing me, I'd probably run forwards, but even then, I'd be running forwards, not backwards. I really can't imagine a situation where I would be running backwards. I'd probably fall down. It wouldn't be good. 7. USF1 enters the 2010 F1 season next year. Which 2 American drivers would I like to see in those race seats? The answer to your question is I don't know any racers or drivers. I don't follow motorsports at all. So, in fact, I'm going to just choose 2 American athletes who I'd like to see in a race car, just because it would be funny. The first would be Shaquille O'Neal, just because, I mean, what haven't we seen Shaq do now? If you haven't seen Shaq versus, it's pretty funny. Check it out. The second, Chad Ochocinco, just because I'd love to see what antics he pulls when he crosses the finish line. Jojo says, are you really Vader, or was it the mouth organ thing that made your voice all funny? He posts a little picture of another balding gentleman. I don't know if you remember at the end of Jedi, Vader takes the mask off, he's hideous. Very funny. And last but not least, Rob asks, should I get the Elite Units of the West DLC for Empire Total War? It's only $350, but he doesn't want to pay because it's 14 units and blah, 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 blah. The answer is, Rob, come on, man. You have an Xbox 360. You've been dealing with this downloadable content thing since 2005. It's nothing new. $350 is actually relatively cheap. The cheapest you're going to see some content like that on Xbox is $5. If it's a game you love, definitely check it out. If you really need a $3.50 investment in something else, you can't afford it, I guess you need a sandwich or something, whatever. Check out ModDB. I was actually checking it out for Half-Life mods the other day. Downloaded a few, played them. They're pretty fun. But I saw a lot of Empire Total War business floating around. So if you're hesitant to spend the money, check out the free alternatives first. And if you're still hungry for more, $350 is not that much money, bro. Just do it.